In today's video, I want to show you how to crochet a chevron pattern. The chevron pattern is known by many names: zigzag, wave, or ripple pattern. It is essentially the same thing. You will need yarn. For this, I used the double knit charity yarn, a crochet hook. I used a size 4.5, a pair of scissors. You don't need to crochet a border on this pattern because the first row looks neat and tidy, and if you look at the end, it is a straight line up, so you don't need a border to go around. You can make this pattern in as many colors as you want. I use 2 colors here and different amounts of rows. Because this pattern is one row only, you're going to repeat the same pattern throughout the rows. Here you can see that I've made 2-row pattern here, and here is 4 to 6 rows. Let's get started. This pattern works in over 12 stitches to make the little V's. For this exercise, I'm going to start with 54 chain stitches, and that will show you nicely how the V works. So we're going to first start with a slip stitch, and then 54 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm done with my 54 chain stitches. You can decide how many stitches you want to make, as long as it's groups of 12. Now, before we start with this row, we're going to add 5 chain stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. To start, we're going to start with the single crochet in the second loop from your hook, because you can't do it in that one there. So we're going to make one in that stitch there, a single crochet stitch, and also in the next one. Now this is a 1-row repeat pattern, so you're going to start each row with 2 chain stitches. Then you're going to skip the next chain stitch. So you made your last single crochet in that one there, so we're going to skip that one, and we're going to start with 12 single crochet stitches in the next 12 chain stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, and 12. In the next chain stitch, we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to make 12 chain stitches again off. Now this is the top of your little chevron one. It's going to go like on the top. So now we're going to go down, same way, 12 chain stitches to the bottom. 1, wait, I must take the whole one. 2, come on, 2, 3, 4, and 12. Now for the bottom, we cannot add stitches, so we're gonna take some stitches off. So we're gonna skip the next 2 chain stitches. So 1, 2, we're gonna skip them, and we're gonna start with our 12 single crochet stitches in that one there. So that's 1, 2. Let me just show you. But that's the nice bottom, and there's a top, and it's already making that V for the chevron. So we've got 2, and we're going to go up to 12. And 12. Now we're on the top again, so in the next chain stitch we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, and 3. To go down, we're going to make single crochets in the next 12 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 12. Now we're at the end of our row, so there at the end we're going to do as is exactly like we did on the beginning of the row. We're only going to skip 1 chain stitch, and then you're going to make single crochet stitches in the last 2 chains. So that's 1 and 2, and we're done with this row. Now to turn your row, you can see, just make space here, how your V is coming up. It's curling up now because it's the first row, but you'll see in the next row, when we're done with the next row, it will lie down quite well. So let's do the next row. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and start again with 2 chains, 2 single crochet, sorry. So 1 and 2, and you should be right on top of the one that you skipped there, because we're going to skip the next single crochet of the previous row and start with our 12 single crochets in the next one. So 12 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now in our next single crochet stitch of the previous row, we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to work down our way down with 12 single crochet stitches. And 12, and we're at the bottom, so we're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and going to make our single crochet in the next one, 12 up again. 1, 2, and 12, and we're at the top, So at the top, at the next one, we're going to make 3 single crochet stitches in that single crochet stitch of the previous row. 1, 2, and 3. The next is 12 down to the bottom there. And 12. We're at the end of our row, so we're only going to skip the next 1 chain stitch, a single crochet stitch, and then make 2 single crochet stitches in the last 2. So it's 1 and 2, and make sure you've got both loops on your hook of your last one. And then you finish with your second row. Now you can see that it will lie down quite nicely when you put it down. And this is what you're going to carry on doing until your work is your required length. You can change colors as many times as you want, and this 54 stitch repeat that I've done here is quite nice for a scarf, and it will make a very nice scarf. And that's what you do. You're just going to repeat this row, and you will have a beautiful scarf or baby blanket or whatever project you want to do. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel.